And here we have a very wonderful couple from the USA. So Sally and Michael.
Ready. Stand by.
Guys, great to have you here.
Thanks. Thanks.
What do you think? What do you think of the range? What do you think of the match?
You know, the range has been built well, it's been running well, and the match ran great. So for everyone here, you know, we appreciate it. Coming all the way from the USA.
That's fantastic. And how did you guys go?
Not too bad. You know, I had some hiccups here and there. Production went well. I believe I won production, and scores are still tallying up now, but I might have won metallic as well. So, you know, I think I had a good week. Things I could fix and improve on, but overall it was a good week.
I shot well. The things I did right went well. The things I did wrong, I learned from. So it came down to the very end. I was down 11 points. I clawed my way back, but I came up short 1 point. So it is what it is. I'm not disappointed. It's been a great match. We've had a great time. And it's my first world experience, my first shooting international anything. So just gives me something else to, you know, put in my toolkit and work on for next time.
That's awesome. Actually makes, well, three of us, because Mariana never shot an international match. I never shot an international match.
Yeah.
So first time ever. And
He's the only veteran.
I've shot a few.
And we do have a special questions for all our guests. So yes, it's very stressful to shoot on such kind of events. And yeah, how you coping with the pressure?
The best way to cope with the pressure is just to have a flawless system that no matter what happens, you're still executing check, 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 double check, recheck, and just to have the confidence in your equipment is all you can do. Everyone has nerves. Doug, you know, Bruce, they all get nervous. And so it's just, you just have to, I think, having the faith that your process is right, which I learned a big lesson with mine out here. Just my nerves got to me, and that's why I forgot to load that magazine, and I loaded it in chamber. So I took the positive of that, even though it was painful, but added it to my system and how I check things. And I'm more methodical about it. And I think that's just the best way that you can do to handle the pressure is just make sure that you're confident in what you're doing.
Yeah. So
Yeah, just
Yeah, what about you?
to add on to that, just exactly what Sally said. The pressure is not going to go away. Even talking to the Doug Koenig today, he was like, "Yep, I'm nervous too as well." I mean, I think he's won the Bianchi Cup like 18 times, but still, he still feels pressure, and a lot of the top players do. But the more you practice, the more confidence you have. So, and you're nervous, but you fall back on what you practice, and it just should get you through those moments with that hard practice prior to a match or whatever. So definitely work hard in practice, and it'll pay off. Even with the nerves high, it'll pay off in the match.
yeah, we are all humans here and making mistakes. Yeah, it's not just us, even the champions.
for me, it's actually quite ironic. We're sitting at the plate range. For me, plates, I usually make it or break it. And I drop plates at 10. When I started shooting action, 10 was my favorite distance because you can actually hit the plates. And as you move further back, when I started, I couldn't hit them at 25. I couldn't go down fast enough. But now, everything from way back, good. 10 is my hardest distance. I get nervous.
So how many days per week you train?
Oh, gee. We managed to work in, because we don't have a range or a facility anywhere near us. So it's a 5-hour drive to Steve's.
Well,
I think
4.5.
4.5-hour drive, 5-hour drive to get to Steve's, where we were lucky enough. Steve's our sponsor, Steve Huff with Actor CX. And he built a range on his property in Virginia. So we get to go there and train, and it's just us that gets to shoot. But we did that 2 weekends.
I think we trained about 4 days for this. So we went up one weekend, and then it was about 2 weeks. We went up another weekend right before we came here, and that's all we get. I mean, just everybody's got jobs. We still have lives to live, you know. It'd be nice to have unlimited supply of ammo and an unlimited time to train, but that's just not life, right? So, but I will say, when you do have the time to train and the bullets you do have to train with, it's just, you got to use them wisely and make sure it's worth it. the time you're putting into it.
We're fortunate too. This is Mike and I both shot, not at the same time, but we both shot for the Army team, which that was our job. And so, for 2-3 years, every day I got to compete and shoot, and it wasn't unlimited, but we had a plethora of ammunition. So I really got to train, and I have that to fall back on now. When I don't have that, it's definitely harder, but that helps us to be able to knock the rust off. Usually the first day is rough. The second day of training goes pretty well, and then so we're lucky to have that.
If it's not on the range, but do you train at home? So especially for the shooting, do you do something special?
No,
Dry fire.
we don't. We talk about it all the time about we should dry fire. We're gonna get the guns out. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and then life takes over. The kids, their school, sports, like everything, and we end up never doing it.
No, great.
So, no, and I tell
That's
her
a
all
bad
the
thing.
time.
We should.
I tell her all the time, we need to do a little bit of holding drills, and just being able to hold the gun steady, going across the mover in a straight line. That takes a little bit of back and shoulder muscles to hold it that still. And so I tell her all the time, we need to be doing this. We need to be doing the holding drills. We need to be doing draws and trigger and dry firing. We never do it. So, maybe it can be better on us, and maybe some of our hiccups would go away if we did a little bit of that. So I definitely say it's good to try hard, practice at home when you can.
Good excuse for me now.
No excuse. I'll actually share our story. So I was practicing dry fire on a scale target. So we've got a 6 meter garage, and over there I was doing at 3, and targets were small. And Mariana goes, "No, that doesn't work for me. Not the height, not the scale." So okay, we can open the back door and we can get to 10 yards. And then we had full scale targets. So we had a plate rack, we like everything at 10. And Mariana started practicing, and results went up. And then she goes, it doesn't feel the same. Don't want to do it. Not enough time. It's just that first shot that matters. Everything else will. So my view on that dry fire is like you can't beat dry fire. Saves you on ammo, saves you on travel time, everything. Just 15 minutes a day. Yep.
Another thing, we come from a bullseye background, and so that's all precision shooting one-handed. So it really makes you focus on the fundamentals. And I think a good thing that is more cost effective is air pistol. If you can get into air pistol and shoot, because it's just cheap, it's cheap ammunition. It takes, even to set up a range is 10 meters, 10 meters for a range. So it's doable a lot of places. And so we do have that at the house. We shot a few times with that last winter. Mike shot a little bit more than I did, but we want to implement it more in this merit to get into that. Just stand there and hold and work the fundamentals with the air pistol. We
tried the airsoft, and we went to the airsoft place, but then again, the accuracy is not there. It was okay for steel challenge, but for action, just does not work.
Yeah.
But yeah, just at home, doing your draws and doing your dry fire, and you're practicing your prone. That's 90% of what you do out here. But obviously you have to get down here and put some rounds down range. But if you perfect your technique at home, and then you just got to learn a little bit of the recoil management stuff when you get here, definitely going to pay dividends.
That's Accuracy X Glock 34 is just out of this world. It's by far the best Glock I've ever seen.
Well, Steve would say thank you for that. And yes, I will say he's done an amazing job with it. And definitely some hiccups that we had to work out and things like that. But the gun shoots super accurate, and they're definitely available for purchase if anyone wants to buy them on, AccuracyX.com. They're for sale, ready to go. Best thing about that gun is it's ready to go right out the box. You don't have to do anything else to it. It's already winning.
We congratulate you guys. So
thank
very
you.
well done.
Thank you.
It's very well done.
Well done.
Yes, very, very much.
All right. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll shoot together next time around.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah.
Another team match.
Another team match. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mariana, thank you.